Guys, Brian back here with the Caspa update for everybody. Okay, you can see this resistance that we keep running into. Started up here, this trendless resistance line coming down. Hit it there, hit it there, hit it down here 3 times now and got rejected. Now on an 8 hour, we're coming down and bouncing off this level. Okay, so we're going to take a look at some RSIs here and stuff in a second and see what's going on with this thing. Okay, so I got some cool stuff to show you guys. I got something very, very interesting, so please hang in there a second. Okay, here's the bubbles for the day. Of course, we got Christmas coming up, so I probably will not be doing any videos, and I'm sure you guys are too busy to be watching videos. So have a Merry Christmas, everybody. Nothing but love, and I hope you guys, every single one of you, have a great holiday, and just being with your family. You know, that's the big thing. Or whoever you're with. If you're by yourself, no people. There's people out there thinking of you. So, just everybody have a great holiday. That's all I wish for everybody. Be safe out there, travel safely, and and get back home safe. That's what everybody's hoping and praying for. So let's move along here, guys. I got something pretty cool to show you here. This is over on Bitcoin monthlyreturn.com. You can go check it out. This is the trade. This is live Bitcoin trading, trades per second. Okay, if you want to freeze it and then read all that stuff, you can. This is the volume in the last 1 second for Bitcoin. 498 goes down through there. You can freeze that and check it out. Average trade size shows it here. The average trade size for 1 day is $4.9 thousand. It breaks it down. Last 1 minute, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Pretty cool stats that they keep up with. But down here we have the Bitcoin halving. All right, coming up here, April 2024, the yellow one right here. 840,000 is the block it's supposed to hit for the halving. 3.12 the rewards are going down to from 6.25 where we're currently at. So that'll make it 96.875% mined. All right, you go back to the beginning of Bitcoin at launch. It had 50 Bitcoin as a block reward. Boy, wouldn't that be nice? And percent mined 50%. Then it went down to 25, down to 12.5, 6.25, down to 3.12. Next halving, it's going down to 1.56. So, can you imagine? Jeez, if you guys have seen my Bitcoin video, the prediction for the next $240,000 is where the Fibonacci. It's not a prediction. That's where the Fibonacci said it's supposed to go. So we'll see. That'd be pretty awesome. That's a 6x from here, and it's gonna get to be a lot of fun, guys. Next year is gonna be a blast with the bull run. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. But I got some really cool stuff to show you guys. Does anybody have a clue where Caspa is from? Where the company launched from, where their corporate office is at. I didn't, so I went and looked it up. Israel. The corporate office is out of Israel, and of course you can click on there. It goes to Caspa.org, but this is on PitchBook company profiles. If you go down through here, executive team 1, Yonatan Somplinsky. PhD founder, Kaspa Investors, Venture Capital. It's Yeses Capital and Iconium Specialized Finance. Holdings or minorities. Thought it was pretty cool. So they're from Israel. This is all tying together here. Check this out, okay? If you're into conspiracy theories or whatever, but the corporate office, Israel. All right, if we come over here to Twitter, this is on Reddit. I stumbled upon this Twitter thread. Right here's the thread. It presents quite a bit of some compelling evidence that Yonatan, that's the founder of Caspa, could be Satoshi Nakamoto. It was so compelling to me, at least, that I decided to analyze the findings, and I made a web page with the most credible, compelling evidence. If you're interested, is located here. All right, you can click on that. link right down here. It is my personal self-hosted website, so it might take a bit longer than normal to load. If you're not willing to visit the website, I understand, so let me walk you through what got me convinced. Ani Satoshi Lankmo is an anagram of Yonatan Sumpoliski. The founder is Yonatan, okay? His anagram is Ani Satoshi Lankmo. When you say Ani in Hebrew, remember they're from Israel, it means I am, okay? And Lankmo in Hebrew, which means to take revenge, or which means to avenge him. I am Satoshi to avenge him or to take revenge. If he isn't Satoshi, then this is one heck of a coincidence. But wait, there's more. Satoshi was last seen in December of 2010, and Yonatan just so happened to join Twitter that exact same month. You should follow him if you use Twitter. His handle is at hashtag without spaces. If you aren't convinced yet, what about the fact that Yonatan, along with Zohar, were the first to publish a reasonable security analysis of Bitcoin before any academic papers were even available? Still not convinced. How about when I said taking it lightly to build another coin? Sure, he could have meant that Caspa is not just another crap coin, but he could have also meant Bitcoin was his first. On Satoshi's birthday, Yonatan said, "Today is my birthday, by the way." Sure, he could just be joking, or it really was his birthday because he is Satoshi. This isn't the only time that he has spoken as if he were Satoshi either. There are two other times that I know of where he replied to people on Twitter as if he was Satoshi. I haven't even found any sources with Yonatan actually denying that he isn't Satoshi. On the P2P Foundation website on November 29, 2018, Satoshi's account posted one word, Naur. In ancient Aramic, Naur means to bring darkness to light, divine light. Yonatan suggested the name Kaspa, and it just so happens that Caspa is an Aramic word for silver, money. Yonatan and Satoshi have a similar writing style, as both have used +1 convoluted right BTW/1. I don't think that Satoshi was just one person, though, because according to 40 final year students from the Aston University Center for Forensic Linguistics, the Bitcoin white paper was at the very least written partially by Nick Szabo. However, they state that the Bitcoin white paper could have had several authors. What I do think is that Yonatan and Nick Szabo are members of the group known as Satoshi Nakamoto. Even if I am wrong and Yonatan isn't part of Satoshi Nakamoto, the fact still remains that he is on the same level as Satoshi. Yonatan's work has been cited in the Ethereum white paper as a design goal, and Charles Hoskinson talked about Yonatan's important work, and XRP had a research paper that cited Yonatan's work. That's 3 of the top 10 cryptos by market cap that are praising Yonatan's work. Check out what Yonatan has said. Sure, I do not claim DAG solves the problem for ARB, low security budget. Regardless of the formal def, I agree it becomes unusable. My point was that there exists a range whereas Caspa remains secure and Bitcoin does not. Caspa to consensus is what ARM was to microprocessors. ARM debunked the prevailing belief that RISC architecture is obsolete and inferior to CISC capabilities and performance-wise. Caspa debunks the prevailing myth that proof of work is obsolete and inferior to POS scalability-wise. I'm going to do 100 blocks with proof of work. Who's coming? I do want to beat Bitcoin to the vision, to the implementation of the vision of P2P electronic cash. This was the original, or was with the title which I entered the space. You know, the title, the white paper which I read and everyone read at that time. Hard to understand because he was tripping over his words almost like he slipped up and forgot who he was talking with. One of proof of work's strengths lies in its simplicity and cleanness. It creates consensus via a memoryless process which is straightforward to analyze and self-trust. With correct design, it can reach full competitiveness with POS systems. Not to mention that Shai Wyborski has a paper that isn't public yet, but it explains how Caspa can scale to work with quantum computing, and the rest of the team are working on the Rust rewrite. This isn't even all the evidence I have, but these are the ones that really got me look into Yonaton is and what Caspa is all about. What do you think? Am I nuts? So, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. And this is over Reddit. If you want to go check it out, it's right up here, reddit.com/Caspa/comments. Pretty cool. Written by this person right here 5 months ago. So, yeah, pretty cool. His website is right here. Yeah, it says the connection is not secure. I'm not going to go over there right now while I have this open, but I thought it was pretty awesome. Pretty cool write up, and great job, for sure. Fantastic job. Out of Israel, and it was crazy how Ani and the Hebrew enrichment. I mean, this is, all the Hebrew stuff. I thought it was pretty neat, guys. So, go check it out if you want to. But anyway, let's get back over here, guys. Looks like Bitcoin is on the possibility of breaking out of a pennant pattern here. I'll show it to you real quick. Right here. All right, this is on the 8-hour. This thing is building up here. The 12-hour RSI is trying to turn back up here for Bitcoin, and you got the daily also heading up. So obviously that would mean if Bitcoin breaks up, we're going to have a run here. Now the measured move would make a double top. All right, so we'll see what happens here. It'll be up around 44.9. All right, 44.9 to $45,000, right up around that level. So we'll see what happens with Bitcoin. We had the Dow Jones yesterday close out minus 18. Okay, so if we go out in a monthly and look at this, all right, the monthly RSI turned back up. It's at 84 and a 73. All right, I think this thing still has some gas left in the tank. The weekly is at a 100 and a 100. And your daily is at a 13 and a 40. All right, coming down. But look at this thing. Really hasn't made much of a correction, that's for sure. This was the previous all-time high right there, that yellow line. All right, the previous all-time high for the Dow Jones. It did. I have it right on the money, right on the dot. So it did not come the whole way down yet, and retest it. And it doesn't look like it's going to. It looks like it's going a 4-hour. Could be an ABC. Let's take a look. If this hits a 702, look at that. That's an ABC coming in. We'll see. If it breaks through this 702 and heads up, but it's rolling over so far. What could that mean? Let's take a measured move here and see. AB. If you take it from there, that would retest. We'll see. All right, definitely an ABC pattern, though. You can see the A wave there, your B. The question is it taken from the 786 or the 702? If it's from the 786, that's going to measure right out to a retest of the all-time high. Right there. Look at that. It's crazy how these things work out, ain't it? If it goes off the 702, it's going to poke just a little bit below it, all right? And if we go on that monthly, all right, that all-time high over here is at 36,952, and that's what we have, 36,952 right over here, all right, the Dow Jones. So we'll see what happens here. Pretty clear. That measures right out, though, in that 4-hour. That would mean the Dow Jones would be correcting down here a little bit. If it does not, break higher than this here, we got the that 4-hour RSIs on the floor. The 12 is coming down. All right, you got the daily still pointing down. You got the weekly at a 100 and a 100, and the monthly 84 and a 73. All right, so I totally believe this is going to ABC and then rip out of here from there. Need this thing to keep going, for obviously for a bull run, Yeah, need the Dow Jones to be going. Even if it cracks a little bit for that weekly, that monthly one, that's the big one. All right, you can see it. Last time it was up here was in June of 2021. That was during our last bull run. June, July, August, September. Then started rolling over right there. All right, but that was our last. Right there, September. There's when our bull run started. Right there. Well, I think that's when it started. Ever when Bitcoin added its halving, look how this goes right, almost right back to the halving, April 2020. Then it flipped bullish the next month, May, and then it just started ripping up from there. And that's Bitcoin. That's when Bitcoin ran, was right through here, this area here. So now we're at the top. I'd love to see that thing reset, but it'll take a while. May. It could come down, correct until May, April, May, the halving. Then it'd be nice to see it fire back up. We need a bullish Dow Jones for a bull market. I mean, that's just a fact. We need it. All right, let's go over here and I showed you Bitcoin. I showed you that. Let's take a look at Caspa now. Please hit the like and subscribe, guys. Consider signing up for the trading lessons. It helps the channel a lot. $14.99 for 8 hours worth of videos. It's 17 or 18 videos in there for $14.99. Teaches you how to do a lot of this stuff. So please go check it out. I would appreciate it very, very much. All right. Got the 4-hour RSI trying to turn back up. All right. You see the curve in it. You see the bottom of the regular RSI is pointing up. Got the 8-hour pointing up down here in the regular RSI. Look at it. It's pointing up. It's down at a 43. We're in the oversold area for sure. Okay. And we got the 12-hour 83 and 81. It's bullish, and I mean we're oversold. All right, we're at a 41 down here on the 12. On the 8 we're on a 44. On the 4-hour we're on a 45. The 1 hour, I'll check it out here. 1 hour is at a 42. Oh boy, it's bouncing between. Look at that. Look at that. That 1 hour. Look how it's bouncing up and down here. Looking like it wants to push down, don't it? 44. Look at its number down at the bottom. 45 right down here. I'm watching. 44. It's got. It's definitely moving around there. Got some price action. Definitely moving. The daily is at a 26 and a 31. All right. You can see that resistance line right on this RSI. If you pull this out, look at this. Take a trend line. Right through there. If it breaks that trend line, if it breaks this trend line, that's gonna break resistance. If it comes up here and busts through here, all right, that's obviously gonna be a breakout area. That'd be a thing to keep an eye on. All right, the daily we got higher lows in here on price. Let's see what we got here. We got this low. There are higher lows in there. Looks like these are going along with it. Okay, but we got that daily rolling over a little bit. Look how long it's been messing around in here. All right, it was down at the bottom here. December 3rd, December 4th, gave a little jump here. Let's get this price action in the zoom here. Got a little bump from here to there, and then ever since December 4th, we've been just pulling back here. All right, now let's take a look at a couple things. If this was an corrective move in here, we got to move up to the 50%. All right, let me see this thing here. All right, we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just think this thing is going to break up. I really do. I think it's going to catch everybody off guard. I think Bitcoin's going to head up here on the weekly. We're at a 29 and a 49. The bottom RSI here is straightening out on the weekly. You can see that line straightening out there like a bottom has come in. That daily, boy, we need that thing to just rip out of here. Keep an eye on this, guys. If you're tracking this at home and you have this RSI, put a line on that. If it breaks through that line, that thing is going to break resistance here. Now, some areas to watch for a breakout. Obviously, it has to break this point 0.1145. All right, right in that area here. If it breaks that, it's going higher. That would be a break of this resistance area right here, 1147. Call it 1147. All right, it should hold down here, right at that point 102. Right there, it should hold that area. Okay, if it would lose it, which I don't believe it's going to, but if it does, you got very good support down here at 9.5 cents. That's where we had a wick down here before. All right, but any breakout, any break of 11.5, and we have a breakout. Okay, this thing will break resistance and it'll start taking off. So keep an eye on that 11.5. All right, anything higher than that, we got a breakout. It's gonna over here. It was former support area right here. You can see it. Closed candles. These wicks came down to 11.5 here. We got all these wicks here hitting it. So any break of 11.5, and this thing should start taking off. Okay, watch your support areas down here at 0.102, and then down here that very last one down there at 9.5 cents. But I think it's only a matter of time here. I think if Bitcoin breaks out, it's obviously going to help the rest of the market. I think Caspa will have a decent run. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you so much. It's been a great year, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon.